What's up, guys? It's your boy Perucho back with another episode of Percast, and our guest for this episode is Zay, or also known
Heyo.
as Zay Games, right?
Yeah, most likely, yeah. What's up? I'm Zay. I am a Twitch streamer slash artist, game design graduate. I stream videos sometimes. That's all I can say. That's all I can really say. I'm not really good when it comes to like self-hashing myself. I'm pretty much more like I'm reserved
I
and
think I think
I
in
hate
our friend
bragging.
I think in our friend group we're like mostly like that. We don't like bragging, like what we could do and such.
Yeah, I really don't like bragging.
Yeah, it's
Like
like
it's like it's nothing really special. It's like more like I'd rather not brag, you know? I
mm-hmm.
just like, hey, this is what I do, but that's it. I'm not really like so big. I'm like, oh, I'm like this huge artist. No, I'm not. I'm not even huge, mind you. I'm like little tiny speck in a sea of artists per se who
Yeah,
still needs to work on art.
yeah, for me, usually I don't, I don't know how people can go out there, and be like, oh, I do this and such. Like they brag about themselves or set themselves high up there. But I'm just like,
I
yeah,
can't do
if you
that.
ask me what I'll do, then I'll tell you. But I won't be like, yo, guys, I do this and such. Yada, yada. You like go up
Yeah,
to everybody in
no.
the world and tell them what I do and such.
Yeah, no, I can't do that. I really can't. I can tell you like how it is right now and be like, listen, I don't know what you're gonna expect, but I'm not this big YouTuber. I'm not this big Twitch streamer. Shoot, I still got things I need to work on,
And things we have to worry about still in our lives.
and yeah, and a lot of things to worry about. A
hmm
lot.
Oh yeah,
Oh boy,
especially during these times.
these are
Pretty
some
damn
very
rough.
sad. These are some very interesting times. I hate not use the word hate. I just this year has been very interesting.
This
Very
year,
interesting.
yeah, this year has been not not good whatsoever. I thought it was gonna, calm down, everything's gonna go back to normal, like around July or June. But then time passed by. We're still
Here
at this.
and here we are. This is what we're in like we're almost in August at this point.
Yep.
Uh it's not looking so good.
Nope, it's
This
definitely not.
year has been let's see, we had like a bunch of cancellations for events that I was really excited about. And they're not happening. So I'm like,
Nope.
that's understandable though. You would think we would be kind of done, and then it gets worse. And then, well, when did this all start? Like around March, maybe March, where things got a little bit interesting, and then everything went to shit and back.
Yeah, freaking when I know this whole situation was like being spread around in November or December at that time. I'm like, oh damn, we got to keep an eye out for this. And then things start
Then it
going
hits us,
south real quick when January and February came in. I'm like, oh, bruh, no.
and it's like each month had like a specific event. I've been noticing like each month had like something significant had happened. If I remember off the top of my head, what
We,
was I
we
doing? So
each month had their own arcs.
yeah, exactly. I think I said that in like a Twitter post too. I'm like, each month has a specific arc, and I'm like, June. Okay, this was like in June. June had what was the protest in June. July, I don't know what July has right now because I just said, you know what, it is what it is at this point. Give me something significant. I
Oh
don't
wait,
think I've seen something significant happen in July as of
July.
right now.
July. Remember, sadly, the FGC community of a certain game. I'm like,
Oh
oh
wait,
yeah,
oh,
yeah,
oh wait,
dude.
never mind.
Yep.
Never you mind. July had that, and that was what, 2 weeks ago? Was it 2 weeks
It
ago?
was like
Really?
a week, 2 or a week ago. But dude, oh, when I heard those news and then I heard Evo, like what this dude done, I'm like, oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. The one thing I was looking forward to, even though it wasn't gonna be on site, at least it was gonna be online. It's not the same, but
Yeah,
I take what I could get. But then it's like it's canceled, and I'm like, oh no, this is
most
not good.
definitely.
This
This
is not good.
the sad thing is these are people who I kind of respect it. I respect it not like I didn't hold them to like such high standards. I respect the work ethic you get like in streaming and stuff
Mm-hmm.
because I would pop by, watch a couple of their videos on YouTube, try to learn like example Smash. I'm trying to get better at it. maybe not play the competitive side too much, but hey, I still want to learn tips and tricks about a certain character. And then that comes out, I'm like, come on, I respected this. Why'd you turn out to be this way?
And the fact, what hurts most is just it wasn't like one or two, it was a lot of people, and I'm like, dude,
And it
come
was one
on.
event. It was one after the other.
Yeah, it was like
I
a freaking snowball. Like one came and then another came. I'm like, dude, what's
next.
going on?
Who's next? Who's next that I respect? Please, no, don't do this. I think it started with what? Cinepi?
I,
Cinepi?
I
I don't know. I
probably,
don't know.
but yeah, when I heard those news, I'm like, oh, come on, man. And then when they were like, saying I'm sorry, I'm like, oh, and this is
You're not
true.
sorry.
This is true. Then, oh my God.
But why wait so long to just like say something that
Yeah, does not look good
like
on you.
it doesn't look good? And then I know something was like I think it was last week. No, it wasn't last week. It couldn't be last 2 weeks ago. Then yeah, it was what Sky Williams. I'm like, really not Sky too? I'm like one of the OG YouTubers, and I'm just like, all right, all right. Well,
Bruh.
pack it up, boys. Pack it
Pack
up.
it up, boys.
This year's done. This year is done. I can't wait. I think most people can't wait until December.
Jesus Christ,
We're
bro.
counting down. The meme, even the memes, just like there was a I swear to you, this is like a Rick and Morty meme, and it was like I don't know what episode it was, but it's like Rick's hands were shaking and Morty was just screaming. We did that. I think they said I can't believe we did this. You agree that was reckless? Yes, it was totally that was not in my control. I don't know. I don't know what episode that was, but there it feels like it's that meme. Watch
Dude,
when December 31st hits. Everybody's gonna be happy this year's over.
I hope so.
This
Dude,
year's
oh my
over.
God, if that happened for July's event, I'm scared for August, dude, because that's my birth month. I'm like, please don't let it be something so cruel.
Shoot, in April, guess what happened? This was like the height of it. Couldn't go anywhere for April. And that was my birthday. And you know what I did? At least I had Animal Crossing. I
Um,
had Animal Crossing in April. That was it. And Final Fantasy. That was it, really. Other people, like, at my job and everything, they chose, I think around during this time, they chose to, like, stay home. And I was like, I don't want to be home all this time. I might as well just go out and still get paid,
get
you
this
know?
bread.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta get this money some way, somehow. And, let's just do what it do. Oh, that's bad.
You're you're
But,
surviving.
yeah. Yeah, I've been surviving.
Hmm.
I think I go outside way more often. You know what? My family members noted too. I work a lot. Like, you're always at work. I'm like, what else is there for me to do?
I mean, it might as well be productive, right? Make
Yeah, I
some kind
mean,
of
it's
income.
something. Start saving up some money. I have plans. I'm still trying to get that license for my actual driver's license. But
Mm.
it's like with the current situation right now, it is so hard to even like schedule something. Like I was just trying to schedule something for Friday,
Hmm.
and and I ended up canceling it today because all the stuff with the DMV is like it's
Super
insane.
act. Yes. Oh my God. I highly doubt you know this, but I saw on Twitter, somebody posted a picture and it's like, yo, like in my area, it's like, yo, people are crazy. All I see is it was a listing. It's like my line for DMV, $500. I'm like, yo, people are wild. They're saying they're selling a spot at the DMV online for 500 bucks.
No, I did not see that. Wait,
It was around my area that somebody tweeted that out. I'm like, oh my God, you gotta be kidding me.
wait, no, that's real.
Yeah. Yeah, it's real.
Wait a minute, $500 for a DMV spot? Nah, I'll pass. I'll pass. Listen, look. I don't need that. I don't need it. Listen, I need $500. Shoot,
Oh my
go straight
God.
into my savings. But wait, no, I can't do that.
People are getting creative to get money, I guess.
I mean, hey, when there's a will, there's a way,
Hmm.
I guess. But it's like I want this entire thing to be over, and it's not going to be over anytime soon, to be honest.
Yeah, I highly doubt it.
It's July. It's July, and people
Hmm.
thought it was gonna die out in like it's
May.
gonna die out in like May. And guess what happened? We were still in it in May.
It gotten
Okay,
worse actually too.
yeah, it steadily increases,
Hmm.
and I'm like, oh, like you're taking away all the cool events to go to. Why are you doing this? Why?
Why? Yeah,
Why all
exactly.
the like Evo already got canceled. I was already the first set of news like was what E3. I always look forward to E3, no matter if I work, if I don't. I look forward to E3 because of the game announcements,
Hmm.
and I'm hyped, and I get to go and tell friends, I'm like, yo, did you see this game? I get excited. I didn't feel that that excitement didn't come this year. I miss it, you know,
Yeah,
that
same.
excitement. And then Evo, I'm like, really? You got some good tournaments. We already got fighters. I don't know what character's coming out right now. Or I
Mm,
don't know if there's another character
I don't
coming
think
out.
so. Not right now. I don't think so.
Not right now, no. But still, fighters, there was Marvel vs. Capcom 2, I believe, making a comeback.
Yeah, dude,
And
I
I'm
was
like,
super stoked
really?
for that, yo. I was super stoked.
And I'm like, really? Now I gotta watch Evo just for that.
You know what came to my
I
mind when I
just
first
gotta
heard
watch it.
that?
What was it?
I gotta take it for a ride. Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Exactly, yes!
Da-da-da-da,
Yes!
da-da-da-da.
Yes! Yes! Oh, man. Oh, man. That's exactly what I was thinking of, actually. Damn, and then Evo got canceled. What also hurts is that like seeing all the other YouTubers that you watch that like are associated with like Evo and stuff,
Hmm.
like Maximilian Dude or
Yeah.
Max Dude, yeah. Him, I watch him a lot. He was really kind of sad because he was also looking forward to that. And I'm like,
It is,
I feel bad. I'm like,
it is
so
what
like
it is.
all the events got canceled. Conventions I wanted to go to. I think anime. What was it in Atlantic
Next.
City? Yeah, Anime Next got canceled. I think we were making plans to do that, and
Yes, we
then
were.
all of a sudden got canceled, and I'm like, damn. Well,
You hate to see
there
it.
goes that one convention. The other convention I normally go to, I found out today, got canceled. Originally, they postponed it to like September
Hmm.
because it was supposed to be held in like June, but they moved it back to September. And then I wake up today and I see that they just had to cancel it and do it again next year, and I'm like,
Bruh.
oh, okay. So
Big
I guess
yikes.
no conventions are happening this year because if that one got canceled, I'm pretty sure when we get into November, when there's one more convention that's held in New York City, I think you know it, Anime NYC. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
pretty sure
yeah.
that's. I'm pretty sure that's done.
Yeah, that's there.
That's done. I'm not holding out any hope for that one.
Unless 2020 comes with a comeback this year and it's like, yo, we got you, guys,
We got you here. Go to this event. Nah, it
and
ain't
everything's
gonna
turning out
happen.
better, then I don't know, man. I highly doubt it's gonna be happening.
No, I don't think it's gonna happen. I think it's gonna happen next year, which sucks.
Hopefully
I
next year.
mean, this year I didn't do well. This year I didn't really get to like do anything kind of fun. I guess this year because this year was like I guess you can call this year the unexpected year.
Yep.
The very unexpected year where the corona is just here and it's gonna take over, and this is like a whole. This year is just an anime. I'm telling you, this year's just an anime, and now watch. It's gonna go until like if we're in almost in August right now. Let's get to October. People really gonna be mad because Halloween got canceled. I'm already seeing memes about it. Like,
Yeah, me
yo,
too. Me
wear a
too.
mask. They're gonna be like, yo, wear a mask. I don't want Halloween to be canceled. And I'm gonna be like, well,
Oh my god.
we in October now. Guess what? Halloween is canceled. I want to put that on, and I can see the memes now. I can see it. I can see the anger right now. When we
Oh
get to October and we're still in this mess, it's gonna be a wrap.
man.
It's gonna be a wrap. We
Oh my god.
at this point we're already just about in August. We've got like a week left of July.
Yeah.
Hit
Yep.
August, that's it. I already want 2020 to be over. I don't want anything else. I don't want August. I don't want September. I don't want October. I don't want the rest of the. I don't want anything, man. Forget it. Get it.
We're halfway
Everything at
through,
once.
and we only have another half to go.
I want it to be over.
I'm
I
pretty sure a
want
lot of people do, Zay. I'm pretty sure a lot.
we all want this to be over.
Yep.
It's kind of like hard at work too, to be honest. It's weird, but it's also like you have like it's like, you know how you have a daily ritual now. You get up, you brush your teeth, you know, you take a shower, you do all that jazz,
Mm-hmm.
and like before you leave the house, you got to be like, got my keys, I got my wallet, do I got some money? Yes, yes, yes. You can't go outside without a mask,
Yep.
or at
Oh,
least where I work.
dude. I saw this meme. It's like, yo, this is me, and then it's like a picture, like, yeah, them getting ready for the day, and then they get out of their house like, freaking forgot my mask, and they're like, it just shows this man. I was
Exactly.
like, oh, that's me. That's freaking me. Yo, I hate that so much.
Ah, that's me. That's me. Do I have my mask? I always gotta be like, all right, where's my mask? Do I have it? All right, good. I got it. I'm gonna have to go and I'm good to go. And it's
Oh
like
my
you
god,
don't
dude.
you don't really want to take the bus during like this. Like for me to get to work, I have to take a bus.
Oh,
Wearing
dude.
that mask and it's hot outside, I'm just like
Jesus, dude, that
I,
sounds
I
crazy.
can't I can't breathe half the time, and I'm not complaining, but it's like please just wear your mask and do some stuff. And I know people are going to be like, I don't want to wear a mask and this, that, and a third. And it's like, well, okay, I guess we're just going to be sick then for the rest of our lives. You know, you don't see the numbers slowly declining,
We're gonna keep getting screwed, and you're part of the
you
problem.
know, and more people are actually, it's sad too, because one of my friends from high school, his mom just passed away from this. And it's like,
Oh, dude.
really? I'm like, damn. And it's like so sudden they can't really have like, a proper send off. And I
Yeah,
think
it
also,
sucks. It
yeah.
sucks.
And like one of the customers I have who comes into our store, I haven't seen her in what, like 4 months or so. So she came in like about 3 weeks ago. And normally she's with her husband and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked, I'm like, where's your husband? How's your husband doing? And she told me he passed away from this. And I'm like,
Oh my
I sat
god,
there. I'm
dude.
sitting behind the register and I'm just like, oh my God.
Dude. Even though
I
like you were just like probably like, yeah, he's probably doing good. He's probably a little sick at home, but damn,
Yeah,
dude.
I'm thinking you're just staying home.
Yeah, oh, dude.
And then she told me that he passed away, and I'm like, and so luckily I was able to have like a good conversation with her because there was nobody in line at that time, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
just like, let's just have a conversation. And then I was trying to get her thoughts about how she felt,
Mm-hmm.
and she was just like, it was hard for the first couple, like, the first couple of months because I saw her in like June. Yeah, I saw her in June, but she told me like early May to like late April, early May that he passed. And I'm just like, oh that, and it sucked too because she was feeling sad. This was the lady when I first started working at like Staples. That's my job, by the way. For people who don't know, I work at Staples. Come get some stuff. No, I'm just kidding. So when I first started, she was like one of the nicer customers I've had, and she always came in, brought me and my manager some cookies, some stuff, saying like, "Hey, if you ever need a break, come eat these cookies. I got some." And we would get some stuff from her. She was nice. She was a great lady to talk to,
Mm-hmm.
and her husband, and they were good couples. They always made me laugh. So like that's one of the perks of working there. I love it. When I first started, good customers. But to see her like that in that state, and for like the first time in like, you know, a couple of months,
Mm-hmm.
and not seeing them like together, because I think they were always together. They were always cracking jokes in the store. Taking their time, and it kind of just like hurt. It's that feeling that I had. That feeling that I had right then and there. I don't think I don't want to experience it. I don't want to. But it's sad because it can happen in an instant and you don't know what to do,
Exactly.
basically.
Yeah.
And then like seeing like my friend from high school that his mom passed away, and I'm
Yeah, my
like I
condolences to your
remember
friend,
seeing it.
dude, and your
I
coworker.
I'm like, damn. I just wow. It's kind of just like, well, you're at a loss for words, and you're like, what do you do? What do you do, man? Oh man.
And it's kind of like, not to sound like mean, it's kind of like you reminded her about it too, and that's what makes it worse, right?
Yeah, I didn't, and that's the thing. I didn't want to do that.
Yeah,
Like,
nobody
I'm just
does.
thinking, you're like, I haven't seen them in a while, so I'm like, hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
What's going on? And then that's how she told me, and I'm like, oh no, I'm so sorry. I didn't want to do that. Oh
Oh,
man.
you must have felt terrible, dude. Oh
I,
man.
I did in that moment. I said, I'm so sorry. And I said I would give you a hug if I could, but I wasn't like allowed to do that, you
Mm.
know.
Hmm.
Like, but for me feeling I would give you a hug so bad. Um, and then also I think I just found out about this yesterday. Melissa just I was in the group chat yesterday.
Hmm.
That Bachi's husband passed away from this too,
Oh, dude, this
and I'm
freaking
just
thing is taking everybody.
it takes and I'm like, why? Why couldn't we just adapt? Like the other people around the world are actually, you know, they got this under control. Why are we the only country that, I don't want to get too political because I hate stuff like this, but it makes you think, why are we the only people or the only country that doesn't get the message, basically?
We're number one on the
Uh,
charts, baby. Woo!
no, we don't want to be number one. We don't want to be number
I
one.
know we don't,
No.
but yo, that's what people's mentality or something. We're number one. Woohoo! USA.
Nah, nah. I saw a meme like we're like considered the Florida of the world, or the Texas, Florida or
We're
Texas of the
considered
world, and
the
I'm just
Florida
like,
of the world.
I
I've never
swear,
heard someone said that.
we are the Florida of the world. And I saw that meme, and I'm just like, you know what? We're probably right about this.
Yeah, that person
They're
has a point.
probably right. They're probably right because Florida. I was looking at like Florida and stuff, and they said like Disneyland is opening or Disney World, whatever's down
Hmm.
there. Disneyland. They're reopening. I'm like, why?
Why? Why are you
No,
doing this?
no, don't do this. No, no, don't do it. And
Jeez.
then I see people complaining about going to the beach and everything, and I'm like, you can go to the beach. I think y'all can go to the beach. I have seen some people going to the beach, but at least they're being safe, you know?
Exactly. And maintaining their distance and having their
Yeah,
mask on, some of them.
and then there are others who are just not really aren't, and you're putting us at risk.
Yeah, or
I
just
mean, you
making
might
the
not get
problem
it.
worse.
Right, right. You might not get it, but someone else could get it, and it's like, huh? What happens then?
Dude,
What happens then? I pray that no one else, anyone else that I talk to, I pray that no one gets this. I pray
same.
because
I hope
if
you guys.
if they end up getting it and I don't get to see them for a little bit, just it's gonna hurt. Because I don't think there's like a cure at this given moment.
Nope. As the time of
So
recording of this, July 20, there's no cure for it.
yeah, okay. So I don't want to think about that.
Yeah,
I
hope
don't. I just hope we can kind of like contain it, please.
to you guys listening, help us prevent this from spreading even more, please.
Only you can stop this. Oh, actually,
We could
I don't
stop
know.
this. All of us could.
Just stay safe. Wash your hands, please.
And put your
And
mask.
wear a mask when you go in public, please.
It's
If you're in your
annoying, but
car by yourself,
please.
please wear a mask. Wash your hands. Do something.
Mm,
Anything. Please. Because we don't want to be here for too much longer with this.
nope.
We don't want to go into 2021 with this still going on.
Hell no, bro. I hope not.
Please, no. Please. Please, no. Because this was crazy.
This is
This
super
was
crazy.
this was a year. But at least, like, well, we had some video games to keep
Yeah,
us
at least that could keep us
busy.
entertained. And I
I
guess
mean,
help us escape from the reality right now.
it's been doing a good job. Some video games have a good
Hmm.
job. keeping me away. I've been playing a bunch of Xenoblade Chronicles.
One?
Um, yeah, the first one
Mm.
uh came out on the Switch. What was it? May?
I
May?
think so.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like right at the end of May, and ever since then, I've just been playing it, and I'm just like, I don't have to worry about anything. I'm going into this game. I'm going into this game. I'm 100% in this game. Currently, that's what I was actually doing.
Jesus.
It is a very, very good game.
I heard, I
I would
heard.
not recommend. I would not recommend trying to 100% it so fast. But for me, I mean, I like the challenge of doing it. I never really. This is like a huge, big JRPG game.
Hmm.
And I say, I'm telling myself, after this, I'm not playing another RPG game for a little bit. I cannot
I feel like
because,
you're gonna feel the burnout later.
yeah, I feel the burnout. If I play another RPG game, I'm not with it. Like,
Not
I
for a
think
while.
I was telling one of my friends that I wanted to play Dragon Quest 9, I think.
Hmm.
And that's another good RPG game, but that is just, okay, going from a JRPG to an actual, like, well, Dragon Quest is considered like an RPG game, but still. Going from one game to another, and each game is like massively long, and mind you, I'm still kind of recovering from the Persona 5 burnout,
Oh my God.
that Persona 5 Royal burnout.
Hmm.
That's a story in itself. I dedicated my life to that game in March,
Jesus.
and I ended up getting the platinum trophy for Royal, which was a lot easier than base game, but I'm still recovering from that. I said, listen, with the exception of streaming it one time, I
Hmm.
have not touched that game since. I haven't even touched New Game Plus because I'm like, listen, do I want to sit here and play 120 hours of gameplay again?
Dude, holy hell, nah. That's a lot of hours. Jesus Christ.
And then Xenoblade came out. I beat it in like within like about a month, and then I started New Game Plus again. So originally my hours for Xenoblade was like around 88 hours or so,
Hmm.
80 hours or so of gameplay. And then I started New Game Plus, and I'm
Oh
pushing
boy.
into that territory again. I started over. I did New Game Plus. I'm trying to 100% it.
Hmm.
So originally now my hours, I'm thinking I'm in about like 98 hours or so. No, I could be wrong actually.
That's a
More
lot.
so like close to like 110 hours now.
That's a
Because
lot of.
it's continuing from new game from my original game to new game plus.
Hmm.
That's a lot of game. That's a lot of RPG. That's a lot of stuff.
That's a lot of grinding.
That's okay. So do you know like Chuck Conway and everyone like that, or do
Nah.
you? No.
Nah.
All right. Well, he's like a YouTuber, Let's Player. He's been doing this for like years. One of the favorite people I like to watch. He did a Let's Play on Xenoblade Chronicles, and he 100%ed it. That same playthrough, I'm watching, and I'm playing along with him, playing the Switch version.
Hmm.
I'm up to episode 75 out of 100.
Holy hell, dude. You have a long way to go still.
75. I have 25 more episodes to go, and each video depends. It could be like a video could be like 20 minutes long. A
Hmm.
video could be 40 minutes long. I have played about, I think each video was about close to like 20 to 30 minutes long. There was one video, and it was a side quest video that's like 40 minutes long, and I'm just sitting there, like, listening to him and then trying to find the stuff myself and then playing the game while listening and watching, kind of like doing the same thing he's doing.
Yeah.
Equipment set up, everything. My head hurts. I'm feeling burnout, and I would play this game until like 3 in the morning. Mind you, I have work sometimes I would have work in the morning time if it was like a Saturday. This
Yeah.
was like before I used to work like every Saturday and Sunday before I asked for like, can I just work Sundays instead? But
I'm guessing you're
I
long
would have
shifts.
work in the morning. My Sunday shifts are like 8-hour shifts.
Ah,
Normally, I'm a closing person from like 5 to 10, so at least I can sleep late during the week. But I'm mostly like a nighttime person anyway. But if you ask me to get up on early Sunday morning and open the store from 10 to 6, No, no,
That AA
nine.
chief?
I guarantee you, I'm not there at like 10 o'clock all the time.
Yeah.
Like I would get there like 15 minutes after because one, I'm taking a bus, and I'm even the buses don't even run on time, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I ended up taking Uber, and I'm like, I'll get there when I get there. If you hound me, you hound me. All the other times, all the other times, I'm actually there on time before 5 o'clock, so they can't say anything. It's just Sundays I have trouble getting there, and I told
Jeez.
them this before. I told them like, listen, you might see me like a couple minutes late, but at least I'm not one to not show up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna come to work. It might be 15 minutes late, might be 10 minutes late,
I'm showing
but
up
I'm
though.
gonna be there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be there. It's not like I'm ghosting you. Now, if I'm sick,
I'm
I'll
definitely
let
not
you know
going there,
ahead of
yeah.
time.
Yeah, I'm definitely not going there, and I'll let you know ahead of time.
I'll let you know. I will show. Like I did get sick one time at
Mm-hmm.
work. I had like what day was this? Like Wednesday or so. This
Mm-hmm.
is like way back in like May when everyone else was like still, getting their nice checks from sitting at home, and I'm over there going to work every single, basically almost every single day. That paycheck was good, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I was kind of stressing myself out going to work every single day because there was like no people there.
And you don't have to work as
I,
much, I
I, I
guess.
well, I had to like fill in for people because
Ah.
people weren't there, and then I had to do my own shifts, and then whenever a person called out, I just had to cover them.
Mm-hmm.
They would always ask me, "Hey, do you mind covering the shift?" And I'm like, "Listen, I'm tired, man. I'm tired.
Give me a
I've been
break.
doing this. I've been here since March. When you gave the option for other people to go home, I said no because I got nothing to do at home but play video games. And then you could get bored of doing that. And you couldn't really go anywhere during that time in like March and April.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, you know what? Fine. I'll go to work. I don't have a problem. I started getting burned out. The paycheck was good, but
But
I got
but not your
tired.
health. Not your
My
health.
health. And I actually did get sick. Just a little. I didn't get like, the virus. I came down with like a little cold, and I'm like, I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I
Even
burnt
though
myself out.
Yeah, even though you're like not doing any heavy lifting or heavy thinking, but just like working, doing a lot of
Actually,
work
no.
can like,
Technically, I had a little bit of everything during that time. I had to help out in our copy center.
hmm
I had to do office supplies for a little bit. So that means I had to get packages. I had to like, find them on the shelves. I had to do receiving also. And I just got tired of it. I was already dead at that point. I'm just like, I need a break. Give me like 3 days off, please. And you know what? Having 3 days off, even though it was 3 days off, well,
like
technically, it was like 2 days off
it
I
was like a
had in a row.
vacation for you, I bet.
But I came to work feeling dead. My mom said, "Hey, I don't think you should go to work today." And I'm like, "Listen, no, I'm just gonna push through, and I'll just tell them like, listen, I ain't feeling so good. I'm gonna finish this shift, but you're not gonna see me. You're not gonna see me tomorrow. You're not gonna see me
The day after,
the day after or the day after that. I'll come in when I feel better." And you know what? Those 3 days off were the best. They were what I needed.
yeah, I told you, they're like
It was
vacation to you.
it was kind of like a little mini vacation. And I'm like, all right, maybe I do need a vacation. Holy crap. I mean, I came home from that shift. I like went straight to bed after that. I took medicine. I'm like, I'm going to bed. Good night.
Dude, holy hell. That sounds like hell to just keep working and then to the point where you at least you acknowledged it, right? Because some people were just even though they get
Oh
sick,
no,
they're like, yo,
I
I,
did get
I,
it.
I gotta keep going. I gotta keep going. You're like, dude, you need a break. Like, right?
Yeah, yeah, I
We're all
needed a break.
humans. We all need breaks at some point in our lives.
Even my family just says, dude, I'm always at work. And I'm like, well, what else is there for me to do?
hmm
Well, right now, what else is there for me to do? I mean, everybody is pretty much not really, some people are not really hiring anymore. Some businesses shut down. Some people need
Yeah.
people.
hmm
And I'm like, listen, the position where I'm at right now is pretty good. Even though it's a cashier, I can like work my way up, and which is what I'm planning on doing to get a little bit more money,
hmm
trying to trying to become like a tech supervisor or something like that.
Oh, nice.
Either a tech manager or a tech supervisor, but they have to train me for that.
Yeah.
So I figured, let me just do this cashier. Let me do a good job. Get in their good graces. They did recognize me for all working throughout the whole pandemic and stuff. So they gave me something. I think they gave me like a ShopRite gift card, and immediately I used it for food. My
Jesus
mom used
Christ.
it. My mom used it for food. I'm like, listen, here, I'm donating this to the cause right now. I know we're low on food stuff right now. Use this card. It's $50 here, and I'll
Use
use
it
whatever I got.
wisely.
Just use it. I'm like, that's my donation for the cause. Because, like, my mom works from home.
Oh, okay.
So I'm now the one going out and about and trying to at least help out just a
Hmm.
little bit. While saving up some money on my own. But if my mom does need something, like, say, like, can you get, like, say, like, toilet paper or paper towels, something,
Yeah,
anything,
something
I'm like,
small.
got you. I got you. Just say the word. Let me bring it home.
You stay safe in here.
You stay safe. And that's what she's been doing. She's been actually working home for about, I think, 3 or 4 months now. Yeah, 4 months. Roughly about 4 months. It might not seem like a long time, but man,
Dude, it felt like this whole thing just
man.
flew by. I don't know about you. I remember, I think it was like 2 or 3 days ago. I was thinking to myself, I'm like, dude, holy hell, it's already July, and I know this thing hasn't passed by, but it felt like yesterday was just January. Jesus.
Man, can I go back? Let's go back. How about we go back in time to 2019, December 1st.
When you're in college?
Yeah, I actually missed college, by the way, too.
Oh, dude,
Can I go back? Let me go back. I miss school.
dude, oh my God, freaking my junior year of college, I think I would say is like one of the best years of my life because like not only did I met you, but to be honest, I think we met each other once in like at work, right? Because I remember you
Yeah,
worked downstairs.
yeah, in the equipment lab.
Mm.
I miss those days. I miss them so much.
Yeah, we met at college, obviously, and then we got to know each other more when I not hung out, but I dormed with his friends. And then he came by over. And I'm like, oh, who's this dude? And then they introduced me to him, and then that's how we knew each other. I remember, oh my God, the first time we were introduced, Antoine was like, yo, play him in Mario Tennis. And then I'm like, oh,
Bruh, no,
is they
no,
in my head, all I thought is they a good freaking player? Am I about to get some
nope,
competitiveness? I
nope.
fired on my Switch.
Got
Zay had the
nothing.
Switch. We fired it up. We got Mario Tennis running, and then he got
I
smoked.
got bodied, bodied with a capital B. Body with a capital B. I can't. I was like, listen, I'm not good at aces. I thought I was okay at aces. I thought I was decent. Nah, nah. Zamir, you come in and you just straight body me. You said I'm gonna put him in his place. I'm
No,
like, all right, I know my place. I know my place now.
because like I said,
Oh.
I thought you're a competitive player, and I'm like, all right, I guess I should not go easy. Let's just see how good
Nah,
this guy is, and then oh my God.
nah, it was bad. Aces, even though I loved Mario Tennis Aces, I just could never get the hang of it. And I'm like, I'll just play for fun. Because that's what I normally did with my online friends, like
Hmm.
on Discord and everything. I would just play that with them. I haven't played Aces in a long time now, but
Same here. I remember when it
but
came out, I'm
nah,
like, I'm gonna get competitive with this, and then I got into it. I like the competitiveness every once in a while, and then I
but
just put it on
nah,
the side. But then when I first met you, and then Anton's like, "Yo, play him on tennis," I'm like, "Oh, nice, yo, finally, I get to show
but
off my
nah,
skills." And then this
nah.
happened.
The one thing I know, I had everyone beat in that room when it came to Mario Kart. I don't
Oh
know
my
how.
God,
I don't know why. I don't know why they insisted I cheated when I'm playing the game normally.
you have Game Shark.
How do I use Game Shark? And I'm sitting here like, how can I use Game Shark? I'm sitting here playing the game normally. This is how I play Mario Kart. I sit here and just like play Mario Kart. I go online. I play Mario Kart. I play with some friends with Mario Kart, and that's that. I've been playing Mario Kart since I was a kid, since Double Dash came out, and I spent days. Well, not technically days. Well, I spent about like a good portion of like going to school. Like, I think this was like when I was like in third or fourth grade, playing Mario Kart Double Dash, and I remember like getting frustrated at computers and stuff,
Hmm.
trying to like I was trying to like perfect a certain cup. I think it
Like
was
the
like the
time?
All Tour cup. Yeah, a certain time, perfecting the time and trying to also get like perfect points, which was damn near impossible when I redid it again. And I'm just like, nah, I don't know what I was on as a kid, but I played Mario Kart religiously. So when Mario Kart 8 or Mario Kart 8 Deluxe came out and we're
Hmm.
all playing out in the room, how I don't know what I was on that day, but I was just playing the game and everyone, I don't know why you guys kept losing. Y'all
Look,
sent
man.
blue shells, y'all sent red shells, y'all sent everything under the sun at me and I still came in first. I'm like,
Look, man, you
I'm just
had Game
playing.
Shark. I don't want to hear it. You be pulling out stars in freaking second place, and we're like, how? What? That makes no sense. But okay,
I'm
you
like,
just
listen,
beat
that's
it
just
through.
frantic. That's just frantic mode, man. It
Jesus.
just happened. It just happened. I had some insane luck that night. Now, if I play Mario Kart, if y'all play me Mario Kart now, I probably will get carded so hard.
I'll probably get dusted.
The Mario Kart, I stopped playing Mario. Well, not technically, I didn't stop. I just kind of put it to the side. It's like, oh hey, you want to play Mario Kart? I'm like, yeah, I got it right here. I can't really be good at it. I can come with the average now, but we'll see
Yo,
because I
guys,
moved on to other games.
the
But
one
hey,
thing we were a little competitive on, which was Smash. Oh my God, those were some good days.
woo,
I remember,
smash
I
the
think I was playing as
Tim,
Mario or Dr. Mario, and then
the
Zay comes out of nowhere, he's like,
Tim,
yo, Zamir, you gotta give me the Tims. I'm like, what are you talking, the Tims?
the
And then I said
Tim.
the move, and then I'm like, oh, it's my goal to give Zay the Tims.
Ooh,
One
the
day we
Tim.
played, hit him with the down smash Tims. He was
Listen,
that. He was like, okay, I see how this
listen,
is.
listen. From that moment on, I decided to play Smash a little bit more. I have friends who play competitively. They teach me how to be competitive, and I get beat all the time. But I can hang a
Hmm.
little bit. I'm starting to learn. So this is actually funny. You know Byleth, right? Who came
Yeah.
out DLC 1. Everyone was pissed about that, but whatever. Byleth's now fun. I'm playing against my friend. This was like last Friday. I'm playing Byleth. He's playing, I think he was playing Ridley. And, days ago, I was saying with another friend on Discord saying, I don't think anyone can parry Byleth's down B. You know, the giant axe that
Hmm.
he has. Tell me why my friend, I call him Jason, but my friend Jason, he parries the down B. I paused the game and I looked at him and I'm like, are you kidding me? You parried that. You parried that shield breaker. How did you do that? I looked at him seriously. I'm like, please explain yourself. How? Because everyone I talked to, they didn't think it was possible to actually parry that attack at all. Like, once, like, Byleth uses it, it's supposed to break the shield. That's it. You're done.
Hmm.
Maybe you could parry it into the frames between, but once you hit the full effect, it's done.
GG your shield.
How? I hit the full effect. I didn't miss. I was full on shield breaking mode, and he parried it. And I'm just like, everything I know is a lie. What else? What else? Smash is on jank. Every time I play it, some jankness always happens, and I don't know what it is. Either it's me, either I do something cool and jank, or or something just happens, and I'm just like, please explain. Please, please, for the love of God, explain what just happened. This
Well,
this is like, this game is just, I don't know. And there's more Smash characters I still want. That competitiveness is. Whew.
it's
I
fun
mean,
with friends, I'll say
it,
that.
it's fun with friends. I don't like going online. I don't want to go online anymore
Not with that net
because
code. No.
not with the one, not with the netcode. Two, my GSP has went to an all-time low with a certain character, and I'm just like, I don't want to do this game anymore. I don't want to play this game anymore. I hate this game. I hate this game with a passion. And there are some nights I do. I just hate the game, and I'm just like, I don't want to play this game anymore. But whenever I do play with friends, then that competitiveness competitiveness comes out, and I'm just like, now I want to beat you, even though I'm gonna lose a couple matches or a bunch of matches. I'm still gonna try my best, get some jank, and it's actually good practice, really.
It's always fun to practicing with your boys
Yeah,
or with
that
anybody that
way.
you play competitively with.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like I learned spacing. Well, playing competitively, I learned how to like not lose neutral. I always used to lose neutral for some reason. And I'm just like, oh, okay, huh.
The
What did
footsie
I do
game.
wrong here? Yeah, exactly. I learned how to like at least space. There's some certain characters that I know that I can space out now,
Hmm.
or at least not camp. I hate the camping play style. I don't like that. I really do. But then there are also some characters that I know I just can't get around. If you play Nez or Lucas, I hate you with a passion because I can't get around. I can't get around you, and they're playing the character like they're intended to.
Hmm.
But you know.
At least you're not calling him a
Holy crap.
cheater like most people or some people would.
Nah, I'm like, no, you're playing the character. That's in his moveset.
But F you for
You,
playing that way. It's annoying
but I
me.
hate you. But I hate you for doing this. Why are you doing this? I know this. There's a couple of videos. No, not a couple of videos. A couple of times where I just go online, and me and a friend will go online, and it's just like, we get Nez and Lucas. I know one time we got Nez and Lucas, and we couldn't get around them, and I'm like, I hate this playstyle. I I hate Nez so much. All he did was spam PK Fire, and I'm like, yeah, I know he has that. I can't get mad because that's in the move set. I really can't. At the same time, I hate you for doing it.
I mean,
Like,
at least we're, when we play more often, so, like we know the play style and how they're meant to be played with. Because like
uh-huh.
as I was saying before, people just call you cheaters if you just like constantly do, and they'll see that spam.
Oh
But
yeah.
that's just a play style.
I'm like, listen, it's part of the play style. It's part of combos. It's a good combo setup,
Hmm.
basically. I mean, I can't get mad at it, but if you keep using that one move and
Oh,
you do nothing else, then I'm like, okay, I think I'm gonna I think I'm gonna go like that. Oh boy,
but
oh
oh,
boy.
dude, that's will always be my one favorite memory of between us is just we were in the door. You're like, you're never gonna give me those Tims. Boom,
And then
Tim.
he gives me a Tim's. I'm like, look, I now got Tim's. It feels whenever you get spiked, I'm telling you, whenever you get spiked, a PCS soul just leaves. Um,
Yeah. Oh, when I went to my first tournament with my pals, and then like I don't know, I got so used to like spiking them, and then whenever I spiked someone in the tournament, they're like, "Oof, that hurt."
yeah, you say that all the time. I think everyone has to say, oof. Or they wince a little bit. I'm like, every time I get spiked, I wince, and I'm like, oh, I'm dead. Oh, that hurt. That hurt. Because it's like you're really taking. It's like getting spiked is one of the worst ways to die,
Yes,
but it's also
indeed.
It's one of the most satisfying things to get off.
Hmm.
Like
Yeah, especially when it
you,
lands and you just see
when it
them
lands and
spiral
you just,
down. Yeah.
ooh, it's satisfying. Especially when you least expect it. Like the most unexpected spikes I can get on a person is the best.
Hmm.
But also I win because I'm like I felt that. Like I feel your pain. And then in retaliation, they spike me back, and I'm like, good, but I also felt that, and it hurt. Oh, that shit hurt it. You end up
Oh,
being like that. That hurt.
I, I
Holy crap.
I also remember that. I remember you told me this because I feel like if you stayed dormant at college, you would have like visited us and played with us at least more often, right?
Oh yeah, and no, if I wasn't like in the dorms or like if I didn't have to commute and I lived in campus, I definitely would just play games
Yeah,
basically.
cause you dormed freshman year, right?
Yeah, I dormed first half of the freshman year, and then second half I just had to end up going home and just starting to commute because I couldn't afford it.
Mm,
But I still wanted to go to the school, so I'm like, I still want to go here.
how,
I
how
don't want to quit.
how was like the conversion? Like, dude, dorming is like
All right,
it's so
dorming,
nice.
dorming that first year was weird. Dorming felt so weird. Um, there was a bunch of situations where that happened that I'm like, this don't feel right. There was a situation with Slappy.
Oh my
Um,
God, the
cause
legend.
Slappy, he lived. Yep, he lived on our floor. It was me and Antoine. We were
Uh-huh.
dorming together, and he lived on our floor. And there was instances where I would see him in the bathroom. I think we saw him with a jar of Vaseline that one time, and I was like, I don't want to that thing is. I want to touch it. I remember even like waking up, going to class, and then walking by one of the doors. I think they were right next to us.
Mm-hmm.
Clear visibly out of the corner of my eye, see them having sex, and I'm just like, oh, okay, interesting, interesting, interesting. And I'm like, okay, I come, and then I come back, and I'm still, and like they're still there.
Seriously?
Really? Or maybe it must have been like a different time, but I don't know what it was. I was not interested. I did
Oh
not
my
care.
God, Jesus,
I just had
dude.
to get to class. But it's funny because the door was just slightly open, and I'm like, it's not like I'm trying to peek. I can just see it out of the corner of my eye. I'm not. I'm like, I'm looking straight, and I can see it right out of the corner of my eye. And I'm like, huh, interesting. And then I think they also had sex in the middle of the night. And I would just kind of like bang on the wall just to see it. And I'm
I,
like, God,
I could imagine
I
you were
hate
like
this.
a little tight. You're like, I'm trying to go to bed.
I'm trying to sleep, man. I'm like, listen, I know y'all trying to have fun. I know you're trying. I know the guy's trying to get the good pull, but come on.
Oh my God, you had some funny ass stories too. Because I remember one of the stories I was told from Antoine is that somebody came to the dorm like at 4 or 5:30 in the morning, and then I
Oh,
think Antoine opened the door, and then they just keep talking to you. And you're like, come on, I'm trying to go to bed.
oh, don't get me started on that. That is like the most funniest story I can tell. Whenever I tell anyone this, they end up dying and they can't believe me. But I'm like, this is a true story. And like Antoine, he went home that weekend.
Hmm.
So I didn't really go home unless if it was like a break because well, okay, I might as well. I see no point in going home.
Yeah.
I might as well just go home during breaks. So Antoine, he went home that week. And this was a friend that we had made in middle school into high school. And he came. I don't know how he's doing now, but hey, whatever. So yeah, he came over one time. Well, there's two separate stories actually a part of this. There's a ramen. He ate my ramen noodles, which I will never,
I forgot
ever
about that.
let. I will never let go of that story because I'm so tight that happened to me. And to this day, I still remember. And then, okay, so the first part is like this. He came over. I'm like, sure. Like, I got nothing to do, really.
Hmm.
Also had another friend with me, Jay. I don't know if you know Jay or not. I don't think
Nah.
have you met Jay? No. All right, well, he was also another friend I made during college. And so he came over. Uh, I was feeling hungry because this was like on a weekend. I think there was nothing good
On the calf.
in the cafe, yeah. And I'm just like, I didn't know if anything was open in the area during this time.
Hmm.
So this is like, what, like 9, 10 o'clock at night? And there was like a pack of beef ramen noodles that you can make, cook in the microwave or cook on the stove, whatever.
College life.
And yeah, I'm like, hey, this is good. I can eat this.
Hmm.
And, so I go ahead, make it in, I think it was the microwave this time. I don't think we had a stove at first. Yeah, I don't think we had a stove. So I had to do it the other way, the microwave way, which is really not good. But
No, hell no.
listen, listen, I can take what I can get. I'm not being picky. Food is food at this point. All right. There was nothing in the cab, so I'm like, I'm hungry. We didn't have a stove, so might as well just cook it in the microwave, you know. So I do that. I go back to my dorm. I realize I forgot to get something. I went to go get a paper towel. I come back and I see this man, Joel. He's eating my food with my fork, and he took a bite, and he really said, "You should have cooked it better." He looked at me
Yeah.
in my face and said, "You should have cooked it better." And I looked at him, and I'm just like,
Oh my God, dude.
I, I'm sitting here thinking to myself, I'm like, did he really just sit here, use my fork, my bowl, ate my noodles, and said, you should have cooked it better. To my face. And I'm just like, okay. All right. So here's what I did. I said, you know what? You can have it. You can have it. I'm going to go. I'll be right back. And my friend Jay, he's laughing, dying his ass, laughing his ass off, dying. And I just took a walk around the dorm, and I came back. And I'm just like, all right, that's it. I'm good. So that was that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Antoine was here. The next time, there was this instance. Antoine came back, and I think this was like a different weekend, like in fall, around like, I think this was like in October, late October. And he's knocking on the door. We heard his knock early in the morning. Like, what can that be? And this was like a Sunday. This was a Sunday. Okay. So it's like, it's nice and quiet. I like to sleep late on a Sunday. It was like, I checked my time. It's like 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, who the heck is that knocking on the door? So we're thinking it's like the RA
Yeah.
or something, right? But it's not. It's this man. Antoine goes to check the people. And I'm like, who is it? He's like, it's Joel. I'm like, oh my God, why? And so we're sitting here. One, we're figuring out, how did he get in the first time? Both of the doors are supposed to be locked to get into the dorm. And only we have the keys. Like, the people who live in that building have the keys. So, one, how did he get inside unless someone let him in? That's fine. That's how you get through the first door. But my question is, how do you get through the second door to our floor? Because unless if somebody else went out, it might have been the same person. I don't know. But it was locked. And we were 100% sure that door is locked. And so I'm like, no, I'm asleep. I'm going to sleep. I'm slept. So this is me on my bed. I'm sleeping. Antoine lets him in. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, what, man? And then he comes. He sits on my bed. He sits near my face. My face when I'm sleeping.
Really?
Mind you, I'm sleeping like towards the wall.
Uh-huh.
Because I like the wall. I like sleeping on the wall a little bit. You know, it's fine. It's nice. But my face was turned towards, like, you know, the way how you get out, you know, the walkway. My back's towards the wall. My face is turned towards the walkway. He sits on the foot of my bed at first, and then he comes to, like, the head of the bed, and that's where I'm sleeping. I'm like, my face is right here. And I'm like, why are you here? Why are you here? And this is me. In my head, I'm like, why are you here? I'm like, okay, so we're asking, how did you get in? And then he has the audacity to say, magic. And I looked at Antoine and we were saying, is he for real? Is he serious? Is this real? This is real. Oh, Lord. And then he kept talking about, I don't know what he was talking.
But he was talking to you, I think, right?
Yeah,
You're just
he was
trying
talking to me. Antoine over here just maxing and relaxing. He's sleeping. He ain't talking to me. He came to see you, not me. He's sleeping. I'm like, damn it. And so I ended up waking up at 8 o'clock and staying up. And I'm like, I guess I ain't going to sleep today. And the funny thing is, I ain't had no homework to do. I was set. I'm like, listen, I'm just going to relax, maybe watch some anime. That's that, you know?
And this dude comes out of nowhere and ruins your sleep.
And then he comes out of sleep. So that was fun. I think this was also the same day where we were playing Smash in the lounge. At the time, it was Smash 4. And I think this was the time where we lost to Slappy.
Oh, man. That's a whole different arc.
I think that was the time we lost to Slappy. Because Jamar was in the room with us, and we were all playing Smash. And I'm like, how did we lose to Slappy? That's something we don't want to acknowledge. We choose not to acknowledge it at all.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, that doesn't count because, one, it was a free for all. Two, I think he was just playing with, like, I think he was playing like a me gun or a me sword fighter, one of the two. And I'm like, how did we lose? How did we lose today?
It happens, man. It happens.
How? So at that moment, we refused to acknowledge that we did not lose. But I think that was the time we quote unquote lost. But I refused to acknowledge that. I refused. I felt disrespected that day. I think we both felt disrespected that day. Me more so because I had to deal with him. And he ate my noodles, and I have not lived it down ever since.
You just have to cook it better next time, dude. You wanna
Yeah. Shoot, during that time now, I know how to cook food now.
It's
Shit,
true.
I'm
Now
not
look
no
at you
master.
say you should have cooked it better.
I'm not a master chef, but I know how to cook food now.
Oh my.
Jesus. And
Uh,
then what else? What else?
I think
There's like so much that
yeah,
happened in the span of me commuting to school and back. There's a lot of stories I
it
can tell.
it's funny how you have like those are like one of the funniest stories I heard from like almost anybody's like, time in dorming. It's just some rude ass dude just coming up to you, eating your food and telling you you should have done it
You
better,
should
man.
cook. You should have cooked it better. And I have not lived that down. I'm like, this is a story I will tell my kids. Have any kids? This is a story I will tell my grandkids. This is a story I will tell friends and family.
Oh my.
And
Oh
every
my.
time I tell this story, every time I tell that story, it gets so much funnier to see their reactions and be like, how did you let this happen? I'm like, listen, in my mind, I'm like, I'm shocked just as you. Like, I sat here and saw him eat my food in front of my face. How do you think I feel? How do I process that? Am I angry or am I in just disbelief right now that that just happened? I'm like,
That somebody has
where
the
is
audacity to freaking do that
the audacity to use your own fork and eat your food with your own things
at your
and
own
said to your
room.
face in your own room and said you should have cooked it better. And I'm like, guess I'm not eating tonight. I'm just like, how do you process that? What do you do to process that? It
Oh
makes
my
no
god.
sense. Holy crap. I got other stories. Shoot. Even when I'm out of school, there's multiple stories. I, the
That's
most recent one that's funny but a little bit disturbing. I think I was walking home one time and ran into someone. This is in Trenton, by the way, where I live.
oh
Um,
god.
so I'm walking home from a friend's house, and I see this guy. He has like groceries and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just walking. I'm walking behind him. I'm like, okay, he's pretty far ahead. Well, no, he was like, I think he was like ahead of me. So I'm like, I'm just walking. I'm like, okay. I catch up to him. I look up because I'm on my phone, just checking the time and everything. I'm
Yeah.
trying to find another song playlist to listen to. I check up and I see this man. He's taking a shit. I see a whole.
What?
I see his whole. I see his whole ass. Okay, I see everything. I got mooned. Basically, I got mooned, and I can see the shit coming out of his ass, and I'm just like,
You got
I'm just
booed.
like,
You
I'm gonna
definitely
walk
did.
away, and it's like it hit me because at first I thought he was just going to the bathroom, like you unzip your pants and you do
Mm-hmm.
things because that's what they do. That's what people do. Sadly, they don't have to wait. No, he's taking a full-on shit, pulls down his pants, and just does it. And I'm like, this is Trenton. This is where I live, apparently.
This is true. This is where I
This
live.
is where I live, apparently. This is where I live. This is what happens. This is what happens when I just decide to go to a friend's house who lives all the way in like South Trenton, and I live all the way in North Trenton, and I have to walk. This is what happens.
Jesus, dude.
I can't believe I got moaned. See a grown black man taking a shit. And he had groceries in his hand. And I'm like, I can't. I can't do this anymore. I can't. How much longer? How many other things do I have to see? Huh?
Oh man.
How many other things do I have to see?
You still have a long way to go, Zay. You have like what, almost hopefully 80 more years of life, 60, 70.
Hopefully, I have to see a lot more ridiculous things. And that's not the half of it. I've seen some other stuff when I was taking the train to school, coming home.
Oof.
Well, from school coming home, I've seen a lot of stuff,
Yeah, so
and
as my other
it's
friend,
insane.
it's crazy. You think somebody could make these stories up, but you cannot, dude.
I can't make these stories up. I can't make anything up. I've seen it, and I'm describing it in detail. I'm like, this is what I see. I can't make this up. This is the stuff either I see or I've had stuff that happened to me, and I'm like, I can't make this up. It's funny in the way how I'm describing it, but it's exactly how I saw it. If I have any other stories, if I remember any other stories from like train taking the train to school, to and from school, um no, I don't really remember much. Um I don't remember funny things either. I mean, I could remember very awkward things, maybe,
I'm
but
I'm pretty sure that'll be like another hour because I'm
yeah,
pretty sure you experienced another. I'm pretty sure you have a lot of experiences with a lot of weird stuff happening when commuting and
I've
such.
had commuting has been it was fun because one I could sleep on the train,
Mm-hmm.
but it was also very tiring, and
Tell
you
me
could
about
also
it,
get
dude.
quite lonely, and especially from Trenton to Bloomfield and back. Man,
It's
man,
2 hour
man,
train
that is a
rides
trip.
are terrible.
Don't get started on the delays.
Oh,
And there
jeez.
was like a delay almost
You're bringing me back Vietnam
every
flashbacks
month.
about those. Oh,
Ooh,
dude, F those.
ooh, ooh, and that's right. You did commute at one point, right?
Yeah, I did commute like my first 2 years, and I dormed them at the last 2 years, and thank God I dormed my last dorm 2 years because
Yeah.
I'm definitely will not.
You,
We're not gonna deal with those again.
I can literally say I have commuted to school, and I have done the longest commute of my life. 2 hours is nothing, you might say, but with the stuff I experienced, it felt 2 hours turned into like 4 or 5 hours.
2 hours
And
there
some,
and 2 hours back, mind you guys.
yeah, 2 hours there, 2 hours back. And sometimes there might be delays in between, like freaking New York City, and like getting stuck in a tunnel. That's bad. You don't ever want to do that. Freaking airport delays. I got stuck at Newark Airport one time, and I was just
Oh
waiting on the train, and this was a Friday where I had nothing to do, and it was the weekend, and I'm like, I can't wait to go home. I just can't wait to go home. Actually, wait, no. I just wanted to go home
yeah, same
because
here, dude.
I just wanted to go home because I had to work on the weekends. This is when I had a shitty job, but you know, I'm not talking about that. That's safe for another day.
Another day,
But
another time.
I got stuck on a train and I didn't get home. I was supposed to be home like around like 2 o'clock when
Hmm.
I left because I had an early class on Friday, like around 10 o'clock, and the class ended at 12. So I'm like, oh, I get to go home early. You know, everybody goes home on campus, right?
Yeah.
I was supposed to be home. It was like maybe 2:30. I didn't end up going home at 5 o'clock or getting home to that. I was
Jesus.
stuck. And I'm like, this is my Friday. This is my Friday, apparently. And
Oh my
I can
God.
somewhat say I do miss commuting, and then I can say I don't miss commuting. I
You,
miss it because of the naps,
we have the experience, at least we could say, to tell her.
but I got the experience, and I could say, hey, I could at least I did this,
Hmm.
and I did it every single day.
All right, guys. I think we're gonna conclude this episode Percast here with. Uh,
That was an episode.
it definitely was quite unique.
It
I'll
was
say that.
fun. Hey, it was fun.
All right, Zay, you want to say anything of your social medias and such to the audience that's listening?
If you want to follow me, you could follow me on Twitter, ZGame64. I also have an Instagram where I do art stuff. Yeah, I also do streaming. It's probably the same thing as my Instagram, and I do make YouTube videos, but here and there, you know. So mostly I'm active on Twitter if you want to follow me there.
Nice, nice. All right, guys. So yeah, we're gonna conclude it with this episode 8, if I'm correct. Jesus, I gotta remember these numbers.
Eight, 8 or 9. Do you write it down? Just write it down next time.
All right, guys. Thank you guys for listening to us, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out, guys.
He says.